Let's start it up. Greetings. I'm the Computer King, Supervillain of streaming. Welcome to my show. So, how can I outdo a 24-hour stream? I can't. Only 24 hours in a day. So I literally can't outdo 24 hours in one day. Not trying to now. I am still playing Magic the Gathering Arena. And I'm straightening myself out here. There we go. Looky here. 101 packs of War of the Spark. So glad I bought the right ones with my gold, and not accidentally bought 50 packs of Allegiance. So let's get started, shall we? Now there's Greek Diver. He's a 2/1 for 3. There's flying, and if you spend 4 on him, it's haste. Not good. Spark Harvest is nice. You can sacrifice a creature, destroy a creature or a planeswalker. Too bad you can't sacrifice a planeswalker to do it. With the harvest of Domri's Spark, the Elder Spell began to fuel Bolas's ascension to godhood. Here's a snare spinner. Let's lure the drakes to the webs over the stomach stand. The spiders consent. Whenever the snare spinner blocks a creature with flying, it gets +2/+0. So it's a 1/3 for 2 with reach that can turn into a 3/3 for 2. Let me point you back over here. A 2/1 for 3 with flying. That gets be a 2/1 flying with haste for 4. What is this card? Makeshift Battalion. Whenever Makeshift Battalion and at least 2 other creatures attack, put a +1/+1 counter on him. So he's nasty if he attacks a bunch. 2 creatures. Come on, baby. It's the fairy's time twist. Yes, I'm probably going to be singing that often. Well, if I play this card. Because money. And he puts a +1/+1 counter on a creature. Angrath, Captain of Chaos. Creatures you control have menace. Amass 2. Oh yeah, also, Teferi's Time Twist, the creature doesn't come back, or a Planeswalker, by the way. Or any permanent, apparently. Wow. Until the beginning of the next end step. So if you do it during combat, it saves you from combat, sure, but it doesn't come back. Also, if you do it during somebody casting a board wipe, the board wipe misses it. Unlike the other ones where the creature comes back immediately, it gets wiped. What are you looking at, cat? There's a spider down there, get it. And she's just trying to trick me. Angrath, here. A planeswalker in every pack, they say. Here's one. Creatures you control have menace. Amass 2. Oh.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Really? Really? How many times do I have to say I hate Teferi for them to not give me a Teferi? And I think there's 2 Teferis in this deck. I'm not sure. In this set. I'm not sure anymore. But each opponent can cast spells only anytime they can cast a sword. Sure, it fucks up your opponent. Until your next turn, you may cast sorcery spells as if they hit flash. Sure, his one is amazing. Return up to 1 target artifact, creature, or enchantment to its owner's hand and draw a card. Sure, his -3 is incredible. That pisses me off even more, that everything he has is good. Moving on. Got the turd ogre throwing rocks at things. If you've already got a bigger creature on the field. That creature with power 4 thing is it's a big thing in this set. Also, some of the cards in the last set too. Forest Landing. Bottom of the owner's library is pretty good. Thundering Ceratok. Thunder, thunder, thunder. Ceratok. Oh! I thought this was a civilized planet. How are there so many feral beasts? Dove in. They're not totally feral. It's a rhino. It's a 2-horned rhino. It's a 2-horned rhino that has horns like a elephant instead of like a rhino. Gives things trample. Just yow. I'd like to say 3 words. Green, white, Pride Mate. See, you know, I love fucking with Pride Mate decks because their Pride Mates can never get past my weenie making decks. Like here. Kill this 1/1. Here. Kill this 1/1. Then a fucking Ceratok comes out and we have problems. Big problem. So green, white, proliferate. Now, super nasty. Super nasty. When Bulwark Giant enters the battlefield, you gain 5 life. A 3/6 for 6. But you gain 5 life. Okay. Oh, here's Ashiok. Spells and abilities that cause your opponents to control. Can't cause their controller to search their library. That's nice. No searchies. Also, mills and exiles the opponent's graveyard. So working with Kaya could be really nice for that. Move up to 5 counters from target artifact, creature, planeswalker, or opponent. The price of betrayal. The big one. Please not another fairy. Oh, single combat. Each player chooses a creature or planeswalker to control and sacrifices the rest. Ooh. Players can't cast creature or planeswalker spells until the end of your next turn. That includes you, by the way. Not even the threat to the entire multiverse could persuade them to put aside their feud. Nahiri and Sorin. They'll piss at each other. Notice it says you can't cast creature or planeswalker spells until the end of your next. There are ways of getting things out that aren't casting. I like this. Too bad it's white. Let's see, 1 sec. Okay. Check on something. Oh, but that I didn't mean to bibble fip the lost. My bad. I missed everything else. Okay. Pack number 98. Third Ogre, Vivian's Grizzly, Ashiok's Skulker, Honor the God Pharaoh, Courage in Crisis, Vizier of the Scorpion. Yep. Mass 1 when he shows up and gives zombie tokens Death Touch. I like the fact that they're dripping with acid, with toxin. Biggie, Arset's Reversal. Copy target instant sorcery spell and return it to its owner's hand. But it's been ruled that this is also a counter spell. Not copying and making a second copy. It's just countering it and putting it back in their hand, and you cast one instead. Next pack. Tamiyo's Epiphany. Pretty nice card. You get to scry 4. Look 4 cards ahead and pick 2 of them for your right now, and decide whether you want the other 2 for your next 2 turns, or just put them in the bottom. Nice. Oops. Martyr for the Cause. Proliferate Man. Iron Bully. Either a 1/1 for minutes that puts a +1/+1 counter on something else, or a 2/2 for menace. Goblin Assailant. Here's the Augur of Bolus. Gets an instant proliferate from the top 3. Pretty nice. Bond of Passion. Control target creature and end of turn. Untap it, gains haste, and does 2 damage to any other target. Like, really mean. And the biggie.
I am Karn.
Hell yes, he's the great creator. Yeah, that's another one I'm going to be singing. Let me know if the music's too loud, by the way, folks. The activated abilities of artifacts your opponent's control can't be activated. Not just everybody's. Until your next turn, up to 1 target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with power and toughness, each equal to its converted mana cost. And for his 2, you may choose an artifact card you own from outside the game or in exile. Reveal that card, put it into your hand. Kinda nice. Next. Here is Stone Blades. Pretty nice in +2/+0 to 2 creatures. This +1/+0 1 creature. And draw a card for 1 mana. Just 1. This little slothy thing. Kind of funny looking, but kind of cute. Wouldn't mind having one of these as a pet. Doesn't look like he'd get far if he would try to run away. Wanderer's Strike. Cuts the head right off. Exile target creature and proliferate. Kill, move on. Erratic Visionary. Draw a card, then discard a card. He looks like he's so excited to share his idea. Oh! Loyal Companion. One or more +1/+1 counters will be put on Mo. You put that money +1. So when you proliferate him after he gets a +1/+1 counter, he gets 2 +1/+1 counters. If you put a +1/+1 counter on him, he puts 2 +1/+1 counters on him. It's nasty. It's nasty, nasty, nasty. He's huge. He's swole, and he gets swoller. Pledge of Unity. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Oh, hello. This is Melody, my youngest cat. Not Emma. Poor cat. But you don't want anyone's attention but mine. Pledge of Unity. Look, it's a kitty cat guy. He's standing behind this guy with a big black sword. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Gain 1 life for each creature. This could be a lot of life. Where are you going? See you later. Alright. Oh, mythic rare wild card. Nice. Next up. So I actually didn't get a Planeswalker in that pack. Instead I got a mythic rare wild card, which could be a Planeswalker. It's equivalent to having a Planeswalker, I'm pretty sure. Ironclad Krovod. A 2/5 for 4. Not bad. We need to block the exits from the plaza. What's big, heavy, and available? That. This thing looks over. Okay, put it there. Brawl Stinger. Listens to the sounds of battle filtering down from above, waiting in silence, waiting for time to claim the sword. He's a big praying mantis. Praying mantis man. Honor the God Pharaoh. Pass 1 and draw 2 cards. Azotep Reaver. 1/2 for 2, but he amasses 1. Rusted Pegasus, which is just like that other Pegasus. And it attacks. Attacking creature without flying gains flying. Red Horde Twins gives the zombie tokens trample. Gaia, nice to see you. If another red source you control would deal damage to a permanent player, it deals that much. 1. Yeah. And you can -2 her to just deal 2 damage to the target. You die. You die. You die. She's a mean old lady. Karn's Bastion. Add 1 colorless or proliferate. Pro Nasty 8. Gagged. The Fairy's Time Twist. Courage and Crisis. And this is like, I don't have anything to proliferate. Well, here you go. Defiant Strike. Yeah. The Healy's Silverwing. Cute little critter. Neo Form. Sacrifice the creature. Library. For a creature card with mana cost +1. Plus the sacrifice creatures. That card into the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Then shuffle your library. So he does a little bit better than Manafar. But it's only 1 use. Invade the city. Mass X. Where X is the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. That can be very nasty. Death greeted the world with a roar of desert air. Alright, let's see what's the big one. It's gotta be a planeswalker, right? Ah, Liliana, Dreadhorde, Interval. Whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. +1, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Remember all those cards give zombie tokens something? Well, here's a token maker. Token pooper extraordinaire. Next, each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Which, notice, it's not a non-token creature. It's any creature you control dies, which means if you just made 2 black zombies with her, and use this to sacrifice 2 creatures, you draw 2 cards. And her -9, if you ever get her up there, each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each permanent type and sacrifices the rest. So, in an optimal situation for them, they would have 1 enchantment, 1 planeswalker, 1 creature, 1 artifact, and 1 land. One land. I want to proliferate this. I want to proliferate the hell out of this. All right, moving on. Oh wait. Yours Downbreaker proliferates these huge Heartfire. As additional cost for this spell, sacrifice a creature or planeswalker. Heartfire deals 4 damage to any target. The mage looked within and realized there was still 1 piece of fuel to burn. Burn myself. Loxodon's Sergeant. Battlefield of the creature control gain vigilance till the end of turn. Nice outfit. Very, very Lesnia. Bark Harvest again. Here's the Law Rune Enforcer. Tap target creature with converted mana cost of 2 or greater. Can't do anything to weenies, but everything bigger than a weenie, he can tap down. The Healy, Sublime Artificer. Cool. Make servos and cast non-creature spells, and she can turn servos into any other artifact or creature you control. So in case you need, I don't know, 2 mana rocks, and all you have is 1 mana rock, and say one of her servos, you can make more mana. Big one, Sorin. Hey, I got 2 in this pack. As long as it's your turns, he and other planeswalkers have lifelink creatures. Planeswalkers. 2 Sorin deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. Also, since he has his standard power, it gives you 1 life. Bad he doesn't do it to creature, to spells. And for X, turn target creature with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature is a vampire and it to its other type. You really need to bring a Gigantosaurus back from the death. From death. There you go. Vampire Gigantosaurus. That's a scary thought. Especially if you have the vampire Humper. Oh dear. That vampire deck just got nasty, I'm thinking. But no more thinking. Charmed Stray. Everyone likes the kitty cats. Herald of the Dreadhorde. He dies amassed to an order worm, wall of runes. It's strangely satisfying seeing an undead killing machine from another world standing befuddled in front of a wall of X. Hey Mark, how you doing? Brawl Stinger again. Uncommons, D-Spark. Exile target permanent with converted mana cost 4 or greater. Like anything, Kazap. Dead. Oh, not dead, exiled. So if there's any dead triggers, you don't get them. Alright. Heartwarming Redemption. Discard all the cards in your hand. Then draw that many. 1. You gain life equal to the number of cards in your hand. Cute. The biggie, which has to be a Planeswalker. Wait a minute. There's no Planeswalker in this pack. I call shenanigans. Shenanigans. Be a they said a Planeswalker in every pack. Now I see. That is not necessarily true. One moment. I want to mark this just so I have a note. I may never go back and look at this. But hey, I got a pack with no guy in it. Exchange control of 2 target permanents that share a permanent type. It's an awesome card though. So. Soul of the Invasion. It's just scaring someone to death, basically. Making a zombie out of them after. Mass 1. There's the Thundering Stare attack again, giving everything else ample. Last Behemoth. Zombie Hippo. Zombie Hippo. Do that again, folks. Zombie Hippo. And the quote is, I know I should be more concerned, but a big blue zombie potamus from beyond the stars? This is what they're invading us with? You could just hear the really? Really? Okay, here's the Aven Eternal. Amasses 1 when it enters the battlefield. Zombie Bird Warrior. Fine Arrow, which kills Pegasuses apparently. Deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. How? Boo, Primate, boo. Lazotep Plating. You and permanents you control gain hexproof turn and amass 1. Actually, amass 1 is first, just so they can't hexproof it. I mean, they can't attack it because it doesn't have hexproof because it before after. So they made sure it came out before it gives everything hexproof. How have you been, Mark? And the big card. This technically counts as could be a what is it called? A Planeswalker, so I'll count this. Next. Oh, look, another primate. Goblin Assault Team. which is a funny concept. When Goblin Assault Team dies, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. And it's a 4/1. But I like the fact that if you look at the picture, you got a Boros one, Izzet one, Ghoul one, and a couple more. I'm trying to think of what other. There's got to be a Rakdos one. I'll say this is Rakdos, and this one with the bones and the tunic, the Ghoul, of course. 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's all 4 of the red aligned groups. He doesn't look too Rakdos, this guy. He needs something. He needs to be juggling or something, right? Ironclad Crovad. 2/5 thing. Ashiok Skulker. Can't be blocked. Then mana on it. 5, not bad. Bane Hound. Just an 1/1 lifelink haste for 1. This is a good common. This is a very good common. Challenger Troll. Creature you control with power 4 or greater can't be blocked by more than one creature. So it's like, ha! Everything fights one-on-one! Azure of War. Destroy target artifact. Destroy target creature. Destroy target enchantment. Destroy target land. And or destroy target planeswalkers. Technically, if they have one of each of these out, you can cast this spell and destroy them all. One of each. Which is pretty nice. Pretty good for 6 mana. Really bad if they do that trick from the last pack and make everything X-proof. Okay, Heartfire. Stacking something to do 4 damage. No escape. Counters the creature or planeswalker spell, and if countered, exile it. Nice. And scry 1. Quote on this. He surmised that we're walking into a Bolus's trap. Felt no joy in being right. Topple the statue. Tap target permanent. If it's an artifact, destroy it. And draw a card. Steady aim. Wait. Seeing this picture, I see the drake here. It's not a dragon, it's a drake. Note the lack of 4 legs. It's an F-O-R-E. Dragon has rear legs, 4 legs, and wings. Drake has rear legs and wings. Whether or not they can walk on those wings doesn't matter. But she's standing here, got 1 foot on the ground. This is a weird position for her other leg. Yes, she's standing with her foot cocked on the thing, but it's really weird for aiming that way. Yeah. You can also see the Silesia symbol in her outfit. And on her quiver, golden arrows. But it's still a good picture. Just this part, that leg part, weird. Nice butt though. Be a thick archer. Sarkhan's Catharsis. Sarkhan's Catharsis deals 5 damage to target player or planeswalker. So it's Lava Axe, except for it's Sarkhan's Lava Axe. Storm the Citadel. Till end of turn. Creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player and planeswalker, destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player control. So basically, things are beating on someone and then breaking their stuff too. Gotcha. Mayhem Devil, as opposed to a Daredevil. Riding a spiked wheel, fireballs in either hand. He's a devil, literally. He looks like he's having a fun old time. And the big card, another pack with no planeswalker. Marking it. I'm gonna mark it every time I get a pack with no planeswalker. That way I know. Later on I can go, hey, no planeswalker in how many packs out of 100? Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi. Put 9 +1/+1 counters on target land you control. It becomes a legendary 0/0 elemental creature with haste named Vitu-Ghazi. It's still a land. 9, by the way. Comes a 9/9. No trample though, at least. And 9/9 Vitu-Ghazi. Nice. Next, I'm down to 87 packs after this. Goblin Assailant. Dusk Mantle Operative. Can't be blocked by big creatures. Like, nope. I'm too small for you to notice. Gotta love them Dimir. Haven Eternal. Aswan. Bird Ogre again. Nair Spinner. Giant Spider. Okay. Really big spider. Can't say giant. It's only a 3/3 when blocks a flying creature. Only a flying creature. Here's Ashiok again. I guess he counts. They count. Ashiok is not a sexed being. Ashiok is an Ashiok. Them horns instead of a face. Interesting. Very creepy. Spells and abilities. Can't search your library. And the big card, Finale of Promise. You may cast up to 1 target instant card and or up to 1 target sorcery card from your graveyard, each with converted mana cost X or less without paying their mana cost. If a card cast this way would be put in your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. If X is 10 or more, copy each of those spells twice. You may choose new targets for the copy. That's pretty nifty. Imagine this. I wonder if you could do this. Finale of Promise for 10. And as the 2 cards you choose 2 other Finale of Promises at 8. Well, no, actually you can do it at 10, so yeah, that would be X equals 8. So you would be able to cast. You'd be copying each of them twice. Wait. You may cast a target. Oh my god. Reading it again. You may cast up to 1 target instant card and or up to 1 target sorcery card from your graveyard, each with converted mana cost X or less without paying their mana costs. Fine. I know you can't do that with X spells, but if you could, it'd be So you can't really do that thing I was. If a card cast this way, would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile instead, fine again. If X is 10 or more, copy each of those spells twice. Which means 3 spells, 3 sorceries, 3 instants, because you're copying them twice. Casting the original and 2 copies of each of them. That's some nasty shit. Having 12 mana, not easy at all, unless you're playing green. But nasty shit. Alright, do that. That's a nice card. Moving on. Kaya's ghost form. Can't a creature or planeswalker you control. Fine. When enchanted permanent dies or is put into exile, turn that card to the battlefield under your control. Fine, that's nice. Means that anytime somebody kills a creature that you put that on, it comes back. Or if you put it on a creature that has a enter the battlefield effect, you can get it to trigger again by killing it yourself. Creatures that give trample, for example, like the Thundering Ceratok. I cast a Thundering Ceratok. Everything goes in and tramples the fuck over everything. That's nice. Next turn, I murdered a Ceratok. I put Ghost Form on it, and I cast down the Ceratok. It comes back, giving all my creatures trample again. Everything tramples through again. I win. That's got to be followed by the words "I win." Contentious. Proliferate. Draw a card. Charm Stray again. Kitty cat. That helps other kitty cats named specifically Charmed Stray. Arlen's Wolf. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Not so. Davriel. Rogue Shadow Maid. Beginning of the upkeep with 1. 4 cards in hand. Deals 2 damage. -1, target player discards a card. Sunblade Angel has like everything. The girl with all the gifts. Flying First Strike Vigilance Lifelink. And has enough space to have a quote. At Feather's command, squadrons of battle angels swarmed out of Parhelion 2, unshielding blades made of molten dawn. Battle Angel? Were any of them named Alita? Alita? They pronounced it that I didn't see. Soul Diviner. Remove a counter from an artifact, creature, land, or planeswalker you control. Draw a card. Nice. So you've got a more useful planeswalker than Davriel. One who has a -2 effect. No way to raise it. And it goes down to 1. Can't kill it by doing it. Say you slap a Kaya's ghost form on it. Don't think you can get much use out of it. Well, with a Soul Diviner, you take that counter off, it dies, comes back full. And you draw a card. There are so many useful combinations. Alright. Next punch. Chain Whip Cyclops. Makes creatures not able to block with its Chain Whip, as opposed to a Chain Whirler. He's more single whip at a time, rather than just flinging chains everywhere. I can dig that. Giant Growth is back. Sometimes Mohu is content to gnaw on a bone. Sometimes he wants the whole skeleton. +3/+3. Martyr for the cause. Mantle Operative. Oh look, I got 2 Planeswalkers. I got Saheeli again. Good with the Artifacties. And Jiang Yu, the Wild Crafter. Makes each creature that you have a +1/+1 counter on it. Get tap to add 1 of any color. That's 4 -1. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, making it a, you know. Ooh, someone used one of these against me yesterday, and it's wicked if you play Super Friends. Because that counts when you play a Planeswalker, just playing them counts as adding X, whatever its number is, counters to it. Therefore, this gets bigger. This is a nasty, nasty motherfucker. And it starts off with a +1/+1 counter for each loyalty counter on Planeswalkers roll. So if I already have a Jang out, it comes in as a 7/7. That's a nasty, nice card. Next nasty, nice card. Okay, we got the Grim Initiate. Gideon's Sacrifice. Kaya's Ghost Form again. Giant Growth. New Horizons, which puts a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control and makes any land into add 2 mana of any one color. Here's my Planeswalker, Jaya, again. Has to be a red source I control doing damage. Make her call it. Wow, I'm having deja vu of this very moment. Dreadhorde Twins, I'll move on. When Dreadhorde Twins enters the battlefield, amass 1. Zombie tokens you have and you control have trample. Pretty nice. 2 guys hopping around. Counts as trample because one gets by you because you're fighting the other one. That works. I want to say this is a static effect, but that's not the word I'm thinking of. I'm passing out onward to the big card. Oath of Kaya. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to any target and I gain 3 life. And whenever an opponent attacks a Planeswalker I control with 1 or more creatures, deals 2 damage to that player and I gain 2 life. Has to attack the Planeswalker, not me. And so also, they can, if they send multiple creatures at 1 Planeswalker, it only pings them once. But if they send creatures at multiple Planeswalkers, it pings once. I think it pings once per Planeswalker. And Whenever an opponent attacks a planeswalker you control, not one or more planeswalkers you. I'm not sure. I'd have to test it out. Here's an invading manticore. Gotta love the scorpion tail. Mass 2, 4, 5 for 6. Nasty. He's nasty. I like him. Spark Reaper. Sacrifice a creature or a planeswalker. Gain 1 life and draw a card. In fact, you can even sacrifice him to himself. Vampire Opportunist. Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2. I think I cracked a fang. Ow. There's the Burning Prophet. Burns. If you catch a non-creature spell, it's +1/+2 until the end of the turn. And that's Scry 1. Pretty good. Gaya's Greeting. 3 damage right to the creature's face. We have visitors? Well, it'd be rude not to give them a traditional feral keep welcome. Everyone's repeat after me. Amen. Oh. Here's Bolt Bend, yes. If I have a creature with power 4 or greater, it even costs only 1. It changes the target of a target spell or ability that has a single target. So, oh, you're going to zap me in the face, are you? No, you're gonna zap yourself in the face. Hiya, Bane of the Dead. Aha, this card says fuck you hexproof. So much for that hexproof spell. Then exile target creature. There's 3, which means if they're playing Shalai, she does nothing. And what's the big card? Oh yes, Command the Dreadhorde. I want this. Oh my god. This plus Lich's Mastery. Yep. This and Lich's Mastery. That's done. It's over. Liliana sees the reins of Volus's vast army, gritting her teeth behind the chain veil. Little backstabbing villainess, I still have to still say. She's a pretty good villainess. Just has her heart in the wrong place at some points. So that was a good pack. Really good pack. Gaya's Greeting. Kamehameha to the face. Toll of the Invasion. Discarding a card. And amassing a creature. Demolish. Spider. Exile and proliferate in the same card. Hexproof. As I said, Kaya from the last. We have a Jaya and a Kaya. That's cute. Kaya from the last pack. She says, fuck you, Hexproof. And let's see what my Planeswalker is. Or isn't. No Planeswalker. Sure, it's Feather the Redeemed. But she's no Planeswalker. Another mark. That's 3 in like a 1 hour time period. Okay, Feather. Whenever you cast an instance or a sorcery spell that targets the creature you control, exile that card instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. If you do, Return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. Any creature you control. I mean, she's pretty damn nifty, and people are already making commander decks based around her. But I like to think of other ways you can use that ability. Oh, you're gonna kill my creature? Well, I'll kill it first. That comes back to my hand at the end of the turn. Now I can kill your creatures with it. Or, I mean, things other than, oh, I pump my creature with a combat trick and it comes back. Yeah. How about this? I need to cast this spell really quickly because you were about to look in my hand to make things go away. I'm gonna zap this creature with it, which is my creature, sure, because you don't have any out. But it comes back to me at the end of the turn. So, haha! You can't kill Feather with a lightning bolt, lightning strike. So he lives. Look through my hand. Oh wait, I don't have any cards anymore. Now it comes back at the end of the turn. Still, no planeswalkers. Out of 100 packs so far, 3 in the first 20. This is my 20th pack. Yep, here we go. Ob Nixilis. I like him. He's nasty. Wall of Runes, Law Rune Enforcer. They couldn't come up with a better name for him. Something funny. Law Rune. Greek Diver. Unholy Diver. That should have been his name. Aid the Fallen. I never liked you. Now get up, we have a fight to finish. Rakdos and Selesnya. Black, red, white, green. Yeah, I could see where they would absolutely hate each other. I never liked you, I still don't like you. Let's go fight, Bolas. Together? No, shut up. You go over there and fight him. Eternal Skylord. Makes zombie tokens fly. Alright, and the big card.
Witness the ties that bind us all.
Yikes. Nissa who thanks the world. He's nasty and powerful. Extra green mana for every forest I tap for mana. Put 3 +1/+1 counters on. Oh my god, I just thought if you have Nissa and Nikia out, every land you tap is 3 mana to start off with. Not counting any extra counters. But Jesus Christ. The Nissa Nikia combo can make very, very nasty things happen. Especially if you have Crasises. Them Crasises can get pretty big. I mean, I cast a 12/12, and then I cast a 22/22. And that was just with Nikia. Add Nissa in the bunch, you can forget it. Oh wait, she has other powers? I mean, there's more. You mean there's more? Put 3 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target non-creature land you control. Untap it. It becomes a 0/0 elemental creature with vigilance and haste that's still a land. So, you can make them into creatures too. And then when you proliferate, yeah. -8, you get an emblem. This land you control have indestructible. Then search your library for any number of forests, put them in the battlefield tapped. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I repeat. Search your library for any number of forest cards. Into your battlefield tapped and shuffle your library. Not any basic forest. So that counts the dual lands that count as forest mountains, forest islands, and forest plain. You can still destroy them. It's just hard. You can still get rid of them. It's just difficult. And she can only make one at a time. Well, unless you have Oath of Teferi out. Then you can. Then the gloves are off. Oh, nasty. No wonder she beat the fuck out of me that time. So much extra fucking mana to start off with. Alright. Namio's Epiphany. Brian and Drawtooth. Bird Ochre. Peaky Diva. Topple the statue. Bolus cared little when his statue fell, thinking it a useful distraction, underestimating the surge of resolve it gave his opponents. Really? Really do that much? Yeah, we're pumped. He's still a giant fucking dragon. With undead things coming to beat the fuck out of you. Hey, I got another bolt band. Redirecting spells is nice. Widespread Judah, ha ha ha. Another deck with no Planeswalker. So much for a Planeswalker in every pack, huh? So much for that. I have an itchy eyebrow. Probably sweating into itchy, itchy. Oh, my other thing was 10th District Legionnaire. Whenever I cast a spell that targets it, put a +1/+1 counter on it, then scry one. Oh, hooray! It benefits even more from combat. And lets you scry one. Really? But Widespread Brutality is one of my favorite cards too. Amass 2, then the army you amassed deals damage equal to its power to each non-army creature. Like, I can kill everything. I haven't gotten a Massacre Girl. I want Massacre Girl. Awesome. Next pack. Herald of the Dread Horde. Here is Stoneblades. Crisis, here I have a counter. Let's proliferate that. Vivian's Grizzly. Top card. Look at the top card. 1. The library. If it's a creature or a planeswalker, you may reveal it and put it in your hand. If you don't put the card in your hand, put it on the bottom of your library. Here's Topple the Statue again. Here's Ashiok Dreamrender again. They keep popping up. This is my third Ashiok. Evolution Sage. Super Proliferate. Time we put down the land. Proliferate, 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 proliferate. Care for yourself, cultivate the world. Care for the world, cultivate yourself. Okay. Sounds like yoga crap. And a biggie. Plane-wide celebration. Choose 4. You may choose the same mode more than once. Either create a 2/2 creature citizen token that's all colors. Return target permanent from your graveyard to your hand. Proliferate, or you gain 4 life. And you can choose one of these 4 times, or all of them, or any combination thereof, up to 4. Nice. Next pack. Centaur Nurturer. Enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life, and you can add 1 of any color, and it's a 2/4. That's nice. That's really nice. I call upon the vigor of the grasses, the hopes of the flowers, and the dreams of the trees. Dreams of the hopes of the flowers? I can understand the first one, but flowers ain't got no hopes, and trees don't dream. Tree folk, they dream. They probably have like weird sap dreams when they're in their teens. Here's a Prismite. Give it 2 mana and it adds 1 mana of any color. So if you don't have the right one, it's okay. You can make it. Crush Descent. Counter target spell. Less it's full of paste. 2. And you get to amass it. All I ask is obedience. Ickelbola. There's a quote for you. There's a quote for you. There's an angle for the camera for you. There we go. Lean forward. All of a sudden I'm off the screen. Maybe that will work better. Yes, that does work better. Azotep Reaver. Off to the side again. Chandra's Pyrohelix. It deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. The quote is, now that I've dealt with your little toys, I can focus on the real problem. You. Chandra said to the Dovin Ban, right before turning into Dovin Burn. Ooh, I got 2 uncommons. One of them's the Wanderer, who she's awesome. Mental non-combat damage that you would be dealt to you and other permanents you control. And Davriel, Rogue Shadow Mage. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player has 1 or fewer cards in hand, Davriel, Rogue Shadow Mage deals 2 damage to them. Better keep some cards in your hand. Oh, you're keeping cards in your hand? -1. Target player discards a card. Can't win. Can't win with Davriel. Hey, what are the chances I get 3 in this pack? Ah, Massacre Girl. Yes! She is like Super Minion. Just lands and things start getting weaker, and if anything dies, she makes everything weaker and weaker, and you get a line of weenies, or if your opponent has a bunch of weenies with 1 toughness, put her down. There's a lot of them. You might kill everything else on the board. Sure, you'll probably kill what you have too. Death. Oh, so much death. Oh, I love this card. He belongs in my Life from Death deck, which I've made in various ways, but I'll just saying, Ashes of the Abhorrent and Massacre Girl make a great team. He kills all sorts of stuff. And best thing, if something, Massacre Girl enters other creature with -1. Whenever a creature dies this turn, other creature other than So she shows up and kills everything. I was wondering if her other power was separate, but no, it's the same phrase, therefore it's the same power. It has to be the same turn as the one she comes in. So you got to make sure you got a couple weenies. You want to trigger a chain reaction that kills off everything. It requires a bit of math, but she can just land there in superhero landing, and everything dies around her basically. I'm happy now. I got Massacre Girl. Got her for Defiant Strike, Goblin Assault Team, Stealth Mission, Giant Growth. Wait, Stealth Mission. Put 2 1/1 counters on target creature you control. That creature can't be blocked this turn. So it doesn't matter what that creature is. It could be a 1/1 critter, or it could be a 8/8. You turn to a 10/10. Can't be blocked. Excuse me, this golem's coming through. It can't be blocked. Wait, that's a 10/10 golem, and that's why it can't be blocked. Got the Challenger Troll that makes things one-on-one combat. The Bond of Insight. Each player puts the top 4 cards to the library into the graveyard. Return up to 2 instant and or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. Exile Bond of Insight. 2. Together we can unlock secrets no one has even dreamed of. I might even remember some of them. It's not accredited, but you gotta know it's a Demir saying. No way it's not. Dem is it. Demirin is it. Okay, are you a planeswalker? Nope. That's another one. Is that 5? Like 5. Might be 6 by now. Blast Zone. It enters battlefield with a charge counter on. For one, for you tap it, you can add colorless. For X and X, put X charge counters on Blast Zone, and and you have to tap it. And for 3 and tap it, you can sacrifice it to destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on Blast Zone. Note: your opponent can proliferate if they proliferate, can put charge counters on your Blast Zone to push it past the level of whatever of every creature, for example, or say 11. Because unless you're playing Galta, once you get to 11, there's nothing else that costs that much. And they're screwed. They just have to have a land that's used for one colorless mana. Unless you know a way of getting counters off, which there is one in this set. Easy, you just do some counting and you go, okay, I've got all my stuff is 4 and 5, 4, 3, and 1. This has 2 counters on it. So if I move it to 3, you can destroy, say, if this was a permanent, you can destroy this. And if I move it to 4, he can destroy this and this. Move it to 5 with proliferate, by the way. Move it to destroy this. So you wait and see what they're doing, and if they get it to say 5, it means they'll destroy your troll. You proliferate and you pick that Blast Zone. on his side. And then it goes up to 6, and they can no longer kill the troll with it. In fact, they wouldn't be able to kill anything. They're above the casting cost. Remember, it's equaling, not equal or lower. Definitely not higher. So, another deck. No Planeswalker. Either 5 or 6. I'll say 5. Unlikely aid. No one will ever write me again, Gideon. Expect no further favors. Yeah, you only get to ride Rakdos once. We band together. Times of peril, the vision the ancient parents had for their city comes into focus. Note, it's a Selesnya working with a Golgari. Banehound and Hasmina's transmutation. If you enchant a creature, it loses all abilities and has base power and toughness 1. Hop away now, little Eternal. Go eat some fly. And the fact that it's still dressed like an Eternal and in laser tap is hilarious. Little 1/1 hoppy laser tap frog. Davriel Shadow Fugue. Target player discards 2 cards and loses 2 life. Shadows coiled around the witness's mind. Then the moment vanished, leaving only the sting of its loss. Common Bubble Belt Rioters. Attacks, it gets +X/+0, and the turn is where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Not bad for 3, I guess. With haste. And you can leave the big powered creature all by itself. Helps. I want to know is if there's something that gives it pluses when it's attacking, can you make sure that it gets the pluses first if it makes it higher? And does that mean that it doubles? Alright, now this, they might be able to count this as a planeswalker because it's a rare, it's a wild. There are uncommon planeswalkers. I'll still mark it though.
You call it that,
I got downgraded.
It's another day.
Creatures you control get +1/+0. Pretty straightforward. Add green or a red. Creature spells you cast this turn can't be countered. Just all of them. And is -2, target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Nice. Next up. Alright. Oh, no planeswalkers. Initiate. Rising Populace. Whenever another creature or planeswalker you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Rising Populace. See? That black-white life gain deck is coming in hot here. Massacre Girl. The Massacre Girl lands. Everything -1/-1, so it goes down to a 1/1. Then things start dying. As things start dying, 2 things happen then. rising populace. Oh, it's only creature planeswalker you control. So, Massacre Girl could outpace it and kill it easily. Well, still might wind up being useful. Primordial Worm. Elite training, single-minded devotion, and laser-tip coding would help only so much for invaders who are fundamentally bite-sized. Nom 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 nom. Here's the Mana Geode, which gives you 1 mana of any color. Lets you scry 1. And he's 3 mana. Nice. Here's that Evolution Sage again. Proliferating like nobody's business. Bond of Flourishing. Okay, it's Simic Selesnya. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a permanent card from among them. Put it into your hand. The rest on the bottom of your library in any order. You gain 3 life. We agree that all life should flourish. We disagree on the optimal limb. Alright. Magic the Gathering Tell. Let's see if I have another pack with no Planeswalker. Another one with no Planeswalker, folks. I'm marking them down. This is 6. Maybe 7. I'm not sure anymore. Alright. Commence the end game. This spell can't be countered. Draw 2 cards, then amass X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Really straightforward. And the quote is, "Even God shall deal." Go Bolas! Why is my... Just making sure everything's connected right, because my voice is no longer going as high up the audio chain as it usually does. I'm going to check on it a little bit. Lowering the music a little bit too, because that's got to be getting in the way now. So, just want to check this. There. Raising it higher and higher and seeing how far we can get. Alright. I'm not gonna make it any worse. If it's gotten scratchy or is doing some weird peaking, let me know. Let me know. So, commence the end game, pretty nifty. Especially if you have a bunch of cards in your hand when you amass. Also, especially if you already have a pretty big zombie army. Okay, Ward of Spark. Got 75 packs to go. Goblin Assailant, Ahiri's Stoneblades, Charity Extractor. War or no war, your donations are due as always. 1/5 lifelinker for 4. Initiate Callous Dismissal. The opposite of Disdainful Stroke. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand and amass 1. Make it clear we are nothing to them. Oh, they make it clear we are nothing to them. They just go, get the fuck out of here. Sunblade Angel again. Bond of Revival. Turn target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste until your next turn. Today we throw off the yoke of death. Either this is an affirmation of the eternal cyclical nature of life, or it's just hilarious. Depends on which of us you ask. Rakdos and Golgari. The Rakgari symbol here. Okay. So far I'm up to 6, maybe 7 packs with no Planeswalker. Ah, you're 7, the Elder Spell. Wow. 7. Just marking them. 7, maybe 8 now. But the Elder Spell is fucking awesome. Destroy any number of target Planeswalkers. Use a Planeswalker you control. Put 2 loyalty counters on it for each Planeswalker destroyed this way. The path to power is often paved with atrocity. Just no. Just no. Yikes. Fucking yikes. So, in theory, what you can do is put Kaya's ghost form on a big, what do you call it? A big Planeswalker that has an ultimate. Get it right up to that ultimate number. Use its ultimate. It dies. Comes back. Then Elder Spell all the rest of the Planeswalkers and add those counters to it. And since it came back, it's a new cast. It can ultimate again, most likely. Oh my god. Imagine 2 Teferi... what are they called? 2 Teferi emblems up. That's just give the fuck up right now. As if one wasn't. Alright. Alrighty then. Let's go, another pack. Maybe I'll get a Planeswalker? Wow! Wow, no uncommon Planeswalkers. Force Landing, Greek Diver, Gaya's Greeting, Spark Reaper. That's Augur Bolus to get cards, get sorceries and instants out of the top 3. You got the Bond of Passion, which steals a creature and then does 2 to a different creature. Only temporarily still. And let's see if it's a. Oh, I wish I could. I'm a betting man that it's not. It's not. It's Karn's Bastion, though, which is a pretty nice card, but it's another mark. So that's 8, maybe 9. 8 to 9. So right now we're at 10% if I get one in every pack. Vizier of the Scorpion. It's a wild card, so you'd sort of count that. We'll see. We'll see when this guy comes up. We'll see. Got Grazer, yep. Gideon's Sacrifice, where you go, you know all that damage? On over there, that guy. Do that to that guy. As long as he's still on the battlefield. Wall of Runes, Goblin Assailant, Vraska's Finisher, which is a pretty nifty card. There's a creature or planeswalker that got damaged. put out the Vraska's finisher, and as long as you can target them, they did. The Vizier of the Scorpion, giving your zombie tokens Death Touch in case they didn't have it already. And this could be a Planeswalker, so I guess it sort of counts. But if this is not, Mizium Tank, what the hell are you? When you cast a non-creature spell, Mizium Tank becomes an artifact creature and gets +1/+1 till the end of turn. So, either you can crew it with a 1 cast across creature for a 3/2 trample, or you cast a non-creature spell, make it a 4/3 that doesn't need to be crewed. That's nice. Really nice. That's nice and kind of amazing. Alright. But yeah, that's another one. Adding another marker. So that's 8 or 9. Depends on whether you want to count the wild card. 72. Obnix list. There we go. This one has one. Rising Populace. Return to nature. Destroy target artifact. Destroy target enchantment. Or exile target card from a graveyard. Yes, nature is stronger. You don't see little buildings sprouting on trees. But you do see trees sprouting out of buildings. That's cute. Amara. Here's that Primordial Worm. Battlefield promotion. Welcome to the Legion. Saved a district. Now let's go save the world. Really? Chandra's Pyrohelix again. And the Interplanar Beacon. Whenever you cast a Planeswalker spell, you gain 1 life. And for 1 and tap it, you can add 2 mana of different colors. Spend this mana only to cast Planeswalker spells. Nice. Turns 1 to 2. Put it like that. Because you're already you're tapping 1 mana, putting into this one, it becomes 2. But you're tapping 2 lands to do it, so it evens out at least. Here's Obnixilis. Whenever an opponent draws a card, it does 1 damage to that player. Destroy target creature, its controller draws 2 cards. Nice too. And what's the big card? Bolus's Stella. Awesome. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play the top card of your library. If you cast spells this way, pay life equal to its converted mana cost rather than pay its mana cost. And tap, sacrifice 10 non-land permanents, each opponent loses 10 life. It's nasty. Alrighty then. Next up, never mind. My Amazon Echo thinks when I say next up, I'm saying her name. On-Crop Invader. As long as it's your turn, On-Crop Invader has first strike. Makes sense. Look at them horns. They get to you before your sword can get to him. Makes sense. Okay, Eternal. Oh. Just plain old 3/2. Thundering Saratok again, making things trample. Trusted Pegasus. Oh, there is a quote. Would you give your life to save this world? Gideon murmured. Pegasus snorted and spread wide its mighty wings. Gideon said, "That's a good boy." Here's that turret ogre again. Here's the Dreadhorn twins again. Dreadhorde. Heartwarming redemption again. Scythian had known war every day of his life. Now he finally knew peace. Because he's dead. Goodbye, Gideon. Go away. Die. And let's see if this is a planeswalker. I'm getting shorted planeswalkers here.
I've worked my whole life for this.
Okay. He's a planeswalker. He's a potentially nasty planeswalker. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, it deals 1 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. You know what that means? 1,000-Year Storm makes him really nasty. I cast this spell. Oh, ding. Well, I cast this spell after that. Storm says, oh, make a copy of that. Ralph Storm Conduits. Oh, yeah? Pow, pow. Pow, pow, pow. And he just starts going off and blowing shit up. But only to the opponent. He only hits the opponent, which is fine with me. Fine with me. And his -2, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. So, really, when you cast, when you use his -2, it ensures that if you cast a spell, it gets copied. So that's ping ping immediately. Okay, Ward Spark. Going. Up Nixilus's Cruelty. Target creature gets -5/-5 until the end of turn. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. Most obscene version of Bolt the Bird ever. This bird may look like it's lit up with fiery life, but no, it's about to explode. Raging Crotch. I'm sorry, Raging Crotch can't act alone. Sorry, I gotta call it the crotch. Gateway Plaza is fucked. Oh, here's my Planeswalker, Nahiri's Storm of Stone. As long as it's my turn, creatures I control have first strike, and equip abilities you activate cost 1 less to activate. Which is okay, yes. With X, it deals X damage to target tapped creature. Just like, wham, I hit you with a rock. Wham! Liliana's Triumph. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. If you control a Liliana Planeswalker, each opponent also discards a card. So here we go. Sacrifice deck. This card would go in indefinitely. Her triumph came from not escaping her death, but in claiming her independence. Ooh. Go Liliana. You're a backstabber. Magic the Gathering. Fibblethip. I'm Fibblethip. Enters the battlefield, draw a card. If you enter from your library or was cast from your library, draw 2 cards. When he becomes target of a spell, shuffle him into his owner's library. Next up, 69 dudes. Yora, Behemoth Beckoner. Things like that, you can beckon my Behemoth. Whenever you can, a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under my control, draw a card. -1 to untap target permanent. Rally of Wings, untap all creatures you control. Creatures you control with flying get +2/+2 until end of turn. Even the clouds became a field of battle. Known as the Sky Theater, it saw the Eternals clash with squadrons of angels. New down here, Holland Bright Druid. When it enters the battlefield, choose one. Either put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, or proliferate, which could do the same thing.
You ready to go toe to toe with me?
Ral, another Ral Storm Conduit. Oops, I forgot to check my rare. Start at the bottom again, I keep making that mistake. Aid the Fallen, yep. Giant, beating the fuck out of things. And apparently saving a little guy here. I think that's a goblin. Columbite Druid, on-crop invader who can eat his friends to get +2/+0. Version Crisis. Two uncommon planeswalkers with pretty nifty metal in their outfits. Narset, Parter of Veils. Each opponent can't draw more than one card each turn. That card has fucked me on a couple occasions during the 24-hour stream. You may look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them, put it into your hand. So artifacts and instants and sorceries. Put the rest on the bottom of your library. Quatli, the Sun's Heart. Creature assigns its combat damage. So she makes everything hit with their butts. Gotcha. And I gain life equal to the greatest toughness among creatures you control. That's very nice.
You will feel the lick of my flames.
Oh, that's a nice pack. 3 Planeswalkers. Sarkhan the Masterless. Otherwise known as Sarkhan. Here, have some fucking dragons. Till end of turn, each Planeswalker you control becomes a 4/4 red dragon creature and gains flying. For 1. -3. Oh, that's for +1, which means you can do that over and over again and not die. For 3, you can create a 3/3 red dragon creature token with flying. And whenever a creature attacks me or a planeswalker, each dragon you control deals 1 damage. So, that would be if you created a red 4/4 dragon. But if it's attacking you, then it wouldn't be your planeswalkers because they turn back at the end of your turn. However, if you say have a dragon egg out, it still counts. Or if you play blue and you turn everything into a dragon with arcane adaptation, that counts too. Whenever a creature attacks you or planeswalker you control. So if you have a 5/7 1/1 goblin sitting around and 1 blue, what are you called again? Arcane adaptation, turning everything into dragons. Anything that attacks you immediately gets 7 damage. Which is nasty. So 3 planeswalkers in a pack. That's trying to make up for the 8 or 9 I've missed. Fine with me. Martyr for the Cause. Air Spinner. Guild Globe. It enters, draw a card. For 2 mana and tap and sacrifice. Add 2 mana of different colors. Charity Extractor. There's a uncommon wild card. That might be an attempt at making up for not having a planeswalker in. Tyrant's Scorn. Choose 1. Destroy target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less, or return target creature to its owner's hand. Ha ha ha. The quote, "The hero with the magic sword slays the dragon? Not this time. Go away, Gideon. Smack. I break your little toothpick, too." Yeah, that magic sword is done. Black Blade broken the second time. And the big card? Red Horde Arcanist. And yes, another instance where there's not a actual 8 or 9 becomes 9 or 10. Oh, I didn't mean to. Red Horde Arcanist. 9 or 10 attacks with no planeswalkers. Grim Initiate, Fury's Stoneblades, Yara's Dambreaker, Defiant Strike, Relentless Advance. Amass 3 for 4 mana. Just straight up, here, have some amass. Eternal Taskmaster. He enters the battlefield tapped. Whenever he attacks, I can pay 1 black and 2. If I do, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That's nice. Any creature card of mine. Tibalt's Rager. Tibalt's Rager dies. It deals 1 damage to any target. It gets +2/+0 for 1 in a red. Till end of over and over again. And it's a 1/2, not a 1/1. That's pretty nice. Biggie. Massacre Girl. Yes. Got another Massacre Girl. Oh, I'm gonna kill so many critters. But look, it's another pack. No Planeswalker. We're up to 10/11. That's 10%. Still a small amount, but still big if you really want to count it. They said a Planeswalker in every pack. They were wrong. Keep going. Spark. Wait, let's go down here. The Iron Bully. Cameo's Epiphany. They're Relentless Advance. Divine Arrow. And Ride the Rakdos. Something was crawling on my hand. I'm pretty sure I got it. No goo or anything. Either I got it, there was nothing there and I had an itch, or it jumped or flew away. There's been a moth flying around bugging me. Sometimes see me looking around and catching at the air randomly. I'm not trying to catch invisible butterflies. Here's a heartwarming redemption again. D-Spark. Exile target permanent with converted mana cost 4 or greater. It's pretty good. Let's see. Planeswalker? Nope. But it is Krenko, the 10th Street Kingpin.
After the people flee, but before the enemy arrives, that's grabbing time.
That's 11 or 12. Wow. A lot of these packs don't have Planeswalkers in them. 36 Planeswalkers and the promise of a Planeswalker in every pack. That's kind of sad. Here's Kaya again, saying fuck you to Hexproof and exiling shit. I didn't say your name. And exiling shit. Alexa. No. Stop. This time I said her name on purpose. Because she lit up when I said and exiling. Got the ghost form. Got the prismite. Fine arrow. Pyrohelix. Bolt band. That's also nice. Really nice. Go hit that. Don't hit me, hit that. Don't hit me, hit yourself. Quit hitting yourself. And big guy. Up the Mizium tank again. Not so bad for a 3-mana spell. A red artifact / vehicle. Next pack. Enforcer Griffin. Flying 3/4 for 5. I don't think that's cost effective. Then the Griffin. Wait. Let me read this like I did last night. Not last night. Night before last. A company of infantry is trapped behind the lines. You need to strike hard and fast to free them, or the casualties will be horrific. Then the Griffins.
Hi, I'm Peter.
I can't do his blast.
Hi, I'm Peter.
I can't. Nope. Maybe that was better. Steady aim. Thick archer. Turd ogre. Defiant strike. Here's a wild card. Trying to say, you know, I could be a planeswalker if you want me to, baby. Here's the evolution stage. You fucking tease. You're not an actual planeswalker, though. Proliferating the hell out of everything. And the big card. Aha! Another one trying to pretend not to be. But it's really good because it's mythic rare. Did I count it? I'll count it. Count it as a planeswalker because it's mythic rare. I mean, you could make a big planeswalker out of this. So, still 11, 12. Open up. Guardian Extractor. How did I see out of those helmets? That's what I want to know. Like a big sheet of gold over your face. Blind Blast. Blind Blast deals 1 damage to target creature and it can't block. I see. Draw a card.
Peril is in the eye of the beholder. At least if your aim is good.
Right in the eye. Makeshift Battalion. Let's see, we got Boros, Amir. I was about to say Golgari, but this is definitely Simic. He's got a claw for a hand. And they only showed three combos there. White, red, blue, black, green, blue. Interesting. All 5 colors, but here's a Charm Stray. Yes, I hear you, kitty cat. Calling out for a boyfriend. Got Arlen's Wolf. Got Ral's Outburst. Deals 3 damage to any target. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put 1 into your hand and the other into your graveyard. So it does like 2 things. A weird combination. Time to find the melting point of Lazotep. I thought he was working with Bolas, wasn't he? Wasn't he put there and... Never mind. Devouring Hellion. As Devouring Hellion enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice any numbers of creatures and or planeswalkers. If you do, it enters with twice that many +1/+1 counters on it. That's nasty. That is fucking nasty. Alrighty then. Oh, the Parhelion 2, a white artifact vehicle. Costing 8 fucking mana. Holy shit. Flying, first strike, vigilance, 5/5. Whenever Parhelion 2 attacks, create 2 white 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance that are attacking. What? What the fuck? Okay, 8 mana I think is okay, since it's a 5/5 and needs to be crude. Crude, C-R-E-W. Okay, it's still, that's like a whole lot of shit to do at a time. Flying First Strike Vigilance makes 2/4/4 white flying vigilant angels attacking. Just like, ha, let's go. Jesus Christ. Also, no, so we're up to 12/13. There's another pack with no, Planeswalker. Wow. Just wow. Just wow on this. Goddamn. The big flying building. Why are they attacking me with a building? This is not a ship. It's not a plane. It's not a car. It's a vehicle that is a house. An office building that fly. Okay, 61. Up to 12. There's that moth. Must not have been him who landed on me. Charm Stray, Makeshift Battalion, Kaya's Ghost Form, Crotch Wrangler, Martyr for the Cause, Ugin's Conjurant. Ugin's Conjurant enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. If damage will be dealt to Ugin's Conjurant while it has a +1/+1 counter on it, prevent that damage and remove that many +1/+1 counters from Ugin's Conjurant. In other words, Death Touch doesn't work on it. They go, oh, I hit you. I've got Death Touch. I'm an assassin with a knife. Take that right in your spleen. And it goes, no thank you. I'll just get a little weaker. But you're not going to touch me with that. I may have been an 8/8 before, and any other 8/8 you would have killed. But I'm now a 7/7 that's going to turn you into goo. Sorry. That was too loud. I should have just went because that's the sound of something that's a 1/1 being hit by something that's a 7/7. Dovin's Veto. This spell can't be countered. Counter target non-creature spell. Here's Dovin with his 6 fingers. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I see you've learned nothing, Chandra. You'd still put a match to something rather than understand it. To that, Chandra promptly says, shut the fuck up, and then burns him. Oh, wait. Once again, I have the chance of winding up with no Planeswalker. Let's see.
I would like to ask about any lunar anomalies you have experienced.
I would like to ask about any lunar anomalies you might have experienced. This is the chick that helped trap Emrakul in a moon, right? I guess that's why. I think she did. Was it just Nahiri? But wait, she's a Planeswalker, so cool. We got one. Spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause you to discard cards or sacrifice permanents. That's really nice. +1. Choose non-land card name, then reveal the top 4. Update? Please restart. Okay. Spells and abilities you can... Okay. Choose the non-land card name, then reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all the cards with the chosen name from among them into your hand, and the rest to your graveyard. We have to guess what card... That's not that great. For her -3, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. That helps. The other one, not so much. But she's in green and blue, which is Proliferate Central. Well, green is. Alright. Going to restart the game. 60 cards left. Alright. I've gone through 40 packs. Pretty sure I'm not going to get to play very much, if any, Magic if I go through the other 60, because that's going to be my 3-hour stream. And it's already been 2 hours. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through them in the 10 rares at a time. And then at the end, I will count up all my Planeswalkers and see if I have 101. If I do, it evens out. It evens out to exactly the same amount that I would get if I only had one in every pack. There. So, start the game so it can update. It is a good set. Got a lot of interesting cards. I got a bunch of good cards that I really wanted. There it is. So it's updating now. Again, I guess there was a problem that they needed to update to solve. A little rude, but it's doable. I can handle it, not a problem. Already downloaded, it's installed, it's validating the install. Updating component registration. And it's removing files. And here comes the cat. Hello. Yeah, meow to you too. Yeah, meow to you too. Mert to you too. Gonna sit there? Okay. Sitting on the edge of the desk. It's copying new files. There's nothing up there. You're what's up there. Silly cat. So, I think this set is good. It's shaking up the game a whole lot by introducing a shitload of Planeswalkers and changing the game on Planeswalkers. They're no longer only rares and mythic rares. Actually, were they always only rares? Only mythic rares? Not sure. Doesn't matter. There's uncommon ones now, and that's a game changer in and of itself. By shaking shit up like that, well, don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Okay. So, it's copying files, it's doing fine, it'll just take a bit. Don't know what they changed or fixed, but I'd updated before I started the stream. This is a brand new update they come up with. Must have been a big error for them to patch it so quickly. That's good as far as I'm concerned. Company that fixes things this fast, company that actually cares about what you think. It's always good to care about what I think. So, now downloading more files, which is good. Massacre Girl has got to be most fun looking card in the set. I got to use it a little bit in the event, which I'm still recovering from. My brain does not know when it's supposed to be time to sleep and when it's supposed to be time to be awake. So I'll go. I'm almost to the point where I'm fine. Almost totally human now. But you never know when something's gonna fuck you up like that. I knew it would get me. I just didn't know how hard. Which is fine. I have some things coming. Plans. In plans. And plans still involve having cats, even though they walk through my streams. Isn't she beautiful? Tabby cats are lovely. And have good, even tempers, don't you? Happy girl. But I've got plans coming, including a new banner, maybe return to my roots. Used to be the supervillain of podcasting, way back. Might go back into doing some stuff. I did a test run a few days ago of streaming a previously recorded episode? Yeah, episode of the show to the other streaming platforms. I don't know whether I'm going to do that every time because it's a bit of a pain. What are you looking for? He doesn't know what she... I know she's only partially in heat. Up she goes. Flying cat. Ah, the game is back. However, as I said, I don't know whether I'm going to do that every day. More work, but I'm at the point where I do random things which count as more work anyway. So, back to Magic the Gathering Arena. As I said, since I'm at 60, I'm going to go by 10s to see how many rare and mythic rare, what rare and mythic rare cards I get. Then I'll look at, then I'll count up the total number of planeswalkers. Ravnica at war. Exile all multicolored permanents. Of course white would have that. White going against mixed colors. This is a joke waiting to happen that they didn't know. God Eternal. I got a God Eternal Bantu. He enters the battlefield, sacrifice any number of other permanents, then draw that many cards. When he leaves the battlefield, I can put it into my library, third from the top. He's nasty. Another one, Vronas. He enters the battlefield, double the power of each other creature you control until end of turn. Those creatures gain vigilance. Don't double their toughness, though, apparently. Need him and a Ceratok. Spark double. Make a copy. So if you have the Wanderer and then you make a spark double of her, everything is protected against non-combat damage. Just so you know. Comic Distinguished Advocist. Advocist? That's not the right word, I think. But he's an advisor. Some bend the law. I tie it into knots. That sounds like something one of the lawyers on a Law and Order show would say. Lands on the battlefield and land cards in graveyards can't be the targets of spells or abilities your opponents control. Your opponents can't play land cards from graveyards. That's nice. That's nice. But you can, by the way. You can do that. They can't, though. What's the quote? The heart of Ravnica disappeared before anyone could strike a blow in its defense. You have a quote? No. You have a quote? No. You have a quote? No. Too many words. Next up, Parhelion 2 again. Bolus's Citadel again. Single combat! Dun 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 dun. Sorry. Vivian's Arcbow. Discard a card. Look at the top X cards of your library. You may put a creature card with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield. Just put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Next 10. Interesting lack of... Oh, I opened a pack. Oh, I didn't mean to. So, Ral's Outburst, Devouring Hellion, and...
Dueling you will be
Cameo.
excellent research.
Okay, let's go by tens. There. Ravnica at War again. God Eternal Kefnet. You may reveal the first card you draw each turn as you draw it. Whenever you reveal an instant or sorcery card this way, copy that card and you may cast a copy. That copy costs 2 less to cast. Aye. And since it's a zombie god, it can go back into your library instead of graveyard or exile. Finale of Promise again. Lots of copying. Copy, copy, copy. Casualties of War. Just destroy all sorts of shit. Are quotes on any of these? No. This one has a quote, though. But it's Command Dreadhorde. Choose any number of target creature and or planeswalker cards in graveyards. That's any graveyard. Command the Dreadhorde deals damage equal to you equal to the total converted mana cost of those cards. Put them onto the battlefield under your control. Liliana sees the reins of Bolas's vast army, gritting her teeth behind the chain Vic. Another Bolas's Citadel. Oh, I'm going to be playing so many cards. Tolsimir, Friend to Wolves. Wait, notice the lack of, wow, that's a lot of that's so, like 10 and, 20 in a row with no, except for that one in the middle. No, what they called, Planeswalkers. Tolsimir, Friend to Wolves. When Tolsimir, Friend to Wolves, enters the battlefield, create Voha, Friend to Elves. A legendary 3/3 green and white wolf token. Whenever a wolf enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 3 life, and that creature fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. So it's like, wolves, get 'em! When he comes into play, Voha, get 'em! Immediately. Mizium Tank again. Oath of Kaya again. Living Twister. You can discard a land card and pay 1 red. Living Twister deals 2 damage to any target, throwing lands at people. Because Twister, you know what they do. Or green, return any tapped land you control to its owner's hand. Just picking up lands. So you can do it over and over again. If you have a bunch of land, you can take a green, turn a tapped land you control to its owner's hand. So you pick up this land. Oh, you can return the land you tapped. And for 1 red, discard a land card and fling it. So if you have Nissa Shakes the Earth, Nikia, and a Living Twister, and a bunch of lands, you can take your red lands you have enough red, if you have a good combination of red and green lands, just tap them all for 3 mana. 2 green, 1 red. Or a green and 2 red. As long as you have at least 1 green, 1 red, and 1 third one, since you get 3 from every land you get because of Nikya and Nissa, you go, I throw all my lands at you. Die. If you have 10 land. That's hilarious. Okay, next 10. See if there's any, Oh, I got Nissa who shakes the world again. Okay, starting over here, Storev Devarkin Lich, Zombie Elf Wizard. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, return my hand target creature or planeswalker card in my graveyard that wasn't put there this combat. That's nice. In times of war, only death flourishes. War never flourishes. Finale of Glory. Create X 2/2 white soldier creature tokens with Vigilant. If X is 10 or more, also create X 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance. What? So you can make like 20 creatures with 12 mana. Jesus Cristo. And here's Niv Mizzet Reborn. Yay! Niv Mizzet. Who is it? He's a lizard wizard from Izzet. When Niv Mizzet Reborn enters battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. 10. For each color pair, that's all the guilds, choose a card that's exactly those colors from among them. So a blue-black, a blue-green, a blue-red, a blue-white. A red-black, a red-green, a red-white. You know? Put the chosen cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So most of the time, you'll probably get maybe 1 or 2 cards. Sometimes you'll hit luck out, get like 6. I think 6 will be the top anyone will get for a long time, unless they somehow stack the deck. Really, because there's got to be lands in there. Here's God Eternal Oketra. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black zombie warrior creature token with vigilance. What? This thing rocked the fuck out of me last game. I mean, during the event in a couple of those games. When God Eternal Oketra dies, that's all she does. Makes zombie warrior tokens. Okay. Here's a mythic rare wild card in case I want another Oketra or another Mizzet or another Finale of Glory of oh my god. Narset's Reversal. Copy target instant or sorcery spell, then return it to his owner's hand. So it's really a counter because you get to choose targets for a new target for the copy. Like here, don't do that. Let me do that. Your stuff. Ignite the Beacon. Search your library for up to 2 Planeswalker cards. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. Just go get a couple of Planeswalkers. Just go get them. We kind of need these 2. See if they are available. Solar Blaze. Each creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. Quit hitting yourself. Neheb, Red Horde Champion. Whenever Neheb, Red Horde Champion, deals combat damage to any player or planeswalker, you may discard any number of cards. you do, draw that many cards and add that much red mana. Till the end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. That's because during the combat phase, you can only cast instants only. So they give you an option. They give you that so that you can actually cast something real on your final main phase. All right, open another 10. Wow, that one only had one Planeswalker. How about this 10? There we go. Here we go. This is the wow. Like, I think I have 4 Nissa Who Shakes the Worlds now, but this is almost all Planeswalkers. Got Chandra. Whenever one or more loyalty counters are removed from her, she gets deals that much damage to target opponent or Planeswalker. For 1, you can exile the top card of your library, and I may play it this turn. Just an extra card. Also, it's really useful if you're playing Experimental Frenzy. When you run into your second land card, therefore you can't go forward, Chandra says, exile that. I can play it, but if you already played a land, you don't have to. But it means you can keep casting spells with your Experimental Frenzy if you get a good one. Here's the Dreadhorde Arcanist. I accidentally clicked on him. I accidentally clicked off of him and made him disappear before I could read him. He's got Trample. He's only a 1/3 though. Whenever Dreadhorde Arcanist attacks, you may cast target instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost less than or equal to Dreadhorde Arcanist's power from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that card would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. So he digs up dead spells and throws them at someone again. Here's Sorin again, who gives your creatures and planeswalkers lifelink. All of them. Could be really nifty. Nissa Who Shakes the World, making your lands into 3s, giving you extra mana, and making all your lands indestructible if you get her ultimate out. Here's Krenko, who makes goblins. Vivian, seen you yet? Who may cast creature spells as though they had flash. Instant. Just, ow! I'm going to attack you. Hey, look, Vivian's on my side. Oh crap! Blocker, blocker, blocker. They eat your creature. For +1. Until your next turn, up to 1 target creature gains Vigilance and Reach. Haha, my flying creature will get you. Oh yeah? Well, my 8/8 Golem now has Vigilance and Reach. What? And the -2, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Exile 1 face down and put the rest in the bottom in any order. For as long as it remains exiled, you may look at that card, you may cast it if it's a creature card. So, if it's not a creature card, you're just fucking with your opponent. They don't know what it is. They're like, is it a creature? They can cast creatures as though they have flash. Here's Ral, the Storm Conduit. Christmas music. No. No. Bad. Here's Karn, the Great Creator. Activated abilities on artifacts can't be activated. Na 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 na. My stuff works, yours doesn't. Until your next turn, up to 1 target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with power and toughness, each equal to its converted mana. And his -2, you may choose an artifact card you own from outside the game or in exile. Reveal that card and put it into your hand. I will say something. This is the sneakiest use I can think of for using Karn. Is doing a what do you mean planeswalkers? These are enchantments deck where you have all these planeswalkers that are enchantments. You have Karn there, and everything's working fine until you go, "Hey Karn, I need that artifact from over there in my trunk. Could you go get it for me?" "Why, yes, I will." He reaches into your sideboard and pulls out the Eternal Sun. Play that, and you say, "Okay, all my stuff is gonna sit here now and not do anything, but neither are yours, and you can't use your artifacts." Holy crap. Because he still does 1 damage every time you play a sorcery, or she still, if you hit her, make her lose loyalty points, still does damage. All your creatures and planeswalkers still have lifelink. So that means these two together, they would never be together because that's like 4 colors. Means he pings you for 1 and you gain 1 life every time you cast an instant or sorcery. Or her just sitting out there making your lands, making your forests make an additional green. Wicked. Oops, almost. Well, I'll have to start doing this now anyway. Look at the next one. I think we've seen all the commons now. A lot of the uncommon. E-Spark, target permanent.
Through feud or feast, your blood is mine.
Blood is mine. Open up another 10. Then I'll do 1s all the rest of the way down. Solar Blaze. Each creature deals damage to itself equal power. Yep. God Eternal Bond 2 again. Finale of Promise. Deathnet again. Casualties of War. Just wow. Red Horde Butcher. Here's one I haven't had yet. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, put a +1/+1 counter on him. When he dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Okay. Here's Nahab again. Clan-wide celebration. Comic, The Distinguished Advocist. Advocate. A word, but advocist? I didn't think was a word. I have to. Bugging me. I think, looks like the only use of the word advocist is in Magic the Gathering cards. Therefore, it is not a real word. Sorry, it's not a real word. I had to look it up. I'm that guy. And Bolus's Citadel again. This is just nifty. Okay, one pack at a time now. Thorin's Thirst. Deals 2 damage to target creature and I gain 2 life. Turn to nature. Hop away, little frog. I mean eternal. Tyrant Scorn. And the biggie. Look, this pack didn't have a... Well, I'm not going to mark it anymore. I'm done marking it because we're just going to count them up at the end. Tell you, there were a lot of packs where Callus's Missile, Loxodon Sergeant, Canewit, Cyclops, Ashiok's Skulker, Trusted. Wait, what's the quote on this? Fear writhes and whispers in the shadows of your mind. It is the enemy you always knew would come. Quote directly from Ashiok. Creature Nightmare. Can we make a Nightmare tribal deck now? I don't think so. Rubble Belt Rioters, and whenever Rubble Belt Rioters attacks, yeah. D-Spark again. And Kefnet. Next pack. That other one had no... Here's Narset, that's nice. Goblin Assailant. Guy's Theater Strix. Herald of the Dread Horde. Leyline Prowler. Add 1 mana. Nice. Silent Submersible, the blue vehicle. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card. Got Narset in this. Haven Eternal, Unlikely Aid, Naga Eternal, Dibbolt, Rakish Instigator, not Investigator. Your opponents can't gain life. No, 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 you can't gain life. Create a 1/1 red devil creature token with, when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. I mean, you have to say it like that because look at him. Don't you think he'd sound like that? Rescuer Sphinx. Return a non-land permanent control to owner's hand. And if you do that, it gets a +1/+1 counter. Nice. Ooh, Deliver Unto Evil. I didn't have any of these. Why didn't I get any of these before? Damn you, Wizards of the Coast. This is like one of the most beautiful cards in the set. And it's great. Use up to 4 target cards in your graveyard. If you control a Bolas Planeswalker, return those cards to your hand. Period. Full stop. Otherwise, an opponent chooses 2 of them. Leave those chosen cards in your graveyard and put the rest into your hand. And exile Deliver Unto Evil. This is the card you want to double. You want to copy this. Just 4 cards of any kind, including other Deliver Unto Evils. I can't believe I just got one of those. And we got Steady Aim with the Thick Archer. Honor the God Pharaoh, Invading Manticore, Bark Reaper, Wild Cards, Storm the Citadel, and another Deliver Unto Evil. I respectfully remove the curse I had put on you, Wizards of the Coast, for not giving me Deliver Unto Evil, because you saved it for now. 3 more packs. Charity Extractor, Haven Eternal, Jasmina's Transmutation, Client Strike, Stealth Mission, D-Spark, a lot of D-Sparks lately, Rubble Belt Rioters, and the big card, Mythic Rare Wild Card. Excellent! 2 more packs. Dammit, Tyrant Smasher. Creatures you control have haste. And for -1, target creature gets +2/+1 and gains haste. Wait. If creatures you control already have haste, why would you have to give them haste? Damn it. I get it. It's the other way around. They have the power to give haste, and because there's lovely things like Immortal Sun, which would make the power unable to work, they gave Samet the static ability to give all your creatures haste. Okay. Death Sprout. Destroy target creature. Search your library for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield tab, then shuffle your library. This is like Assassin's Trophy, except for you get the land. Like, oh, you're gonna destroy that? Do I get to go through my thing? No, I do. But you're the one that said, yeah.
Sorry I'm late.
Really? I started off with you. I have to end with you as one of my last two? Ooh. Trusted Pegasus, Obnixilis Cruelty, Spark Harvest, Turn to Nature, Elite Guard Mage. When he enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life and draw a card. And he flies. Wow. He's a wizard, that's how. Quatli, the Sun's Heart. Letting creatures hit with their butts. And now, the final rare card of my 101 card cavalcade.
Hey, over here!
Chandra, Fire Artisan. Whenever 1 or more counters are removed from her, she deals that much damage to target opponent or planeswalker. And she can add to it too. And she can just do a -7 to exile the top 7 cards of your library, and you may play them this turn. Plus, by doing a -7, it removes 7 counters, which does 7 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Nice. Get her up to 7. Slap a Kaya's Ghost Form on her. Then exile all 7, get your cards, play some cards. Comes back, then you can use her +1 again. Pretty nice. And now, for the counting.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh, it's a raid. Dev Doodle, thanks for the raid. Hello, Wolfsund. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my stream. I just went through 100 packs of Magic the Gathering, Arena, War of the Spark. 100 packs done. Now I'm about to do the math and find out if I got an average of 1 Planeswalker per pack, because I didn't get a Planeswalker in every pack. Yeah, already done. It's been 2 hours and 40 minutes. No, you can't go. I have to do the mathing. I look at my collection and I go, if I go War of the Spark, Planeswalkers, let's see if I got 100 of them. 101 actually. 101 packs. So that's 3, 6, 10, 11, 15, 17, 20, 22, 25, 26, 28, 29, 33, 34, 35, 37, 40, 43, 47, 9, 52, 54, 55. Oh, that's nowhere near 100. 61, 63. Did I skip a page? Let's do this again, because what I'm looking at adds up to a lot less than 100. It's all right, DevDoodle. You enjoy dinner. I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to click instead of scrolling my mouse wheel, because maybe it skipped a page. Just like 1, 3, 6, 7, 11, 15, 17, 20, 22, 5, 6, 28. One click. 29, 33, 34, 35, 37, 40. 40 at Soren. 43, 47, 49, 52, 55. So 55 on this page. Nope, nowhere near 100. 6, 57, 9, 3, 65, 7, 69, dudes! Hey, to player 2. I opened 101 packs of Magic the Gathering Arena War of the Spark. And the promise was true. I did get a shitload of wild cards. I guess I have to count wild cards. Wait, you got 180-ish what? You got 180 packs? See, I only had 100 packs, 101 packs. I got the 50 that from the big box of the pre-order, and I saved up 51,000 gold. Let's look at my wildcard numbers, though. This is going to be nuts. 126 common, 160 uncommon, 38 rare, and 14 mythic rare. That's not that much, but it's pretty damn good. Yeah, it's all the... I said Planeswalker. I didn't change it. It's any level. It's at any level of Planeswalker from War of the Spark. And I only got 69. But, you know, 69, dude. Well, I didn't have, this is the first month where I really had to curtail my, spending on my stream. I wound up less money than I thought I should have. So I couldn't spend any more than just that 50. That's true. That's true. Maybe they gave me a bunch of extras. Let's see how many I have 4 of. Quatley, who isn't that great to start with. Ashiok. Nissa, though. Wait, Nissa would give me gems. I didn't get any gems. So it's all the uncommons. So I don't count the commons or the rares. So Ashiok, was it Quatley, Ashiok? Any more 4s? Davriel, Obnixilis. Yeah, it's possible I got shitloads more of Davriel and Obnixilis. I was getting bunches of those. Saheeli, though, I'm surprised. I only got 2 Saheelis out of a whole pack, and everybody was playing her on Tuesday. $69's a cool number to start off with. Alright then. Let me see if I can make any of the decks I was thinking about. Let me go get some assholes. Simply because it's called them assholes. My cats are having an argument. My eldest cat is sick and tired of these 2 in-heat horny cats trying to make friends with her. She's like growling at them. Okay, let's see, import. Successfully imported. Must not be finished because it didn't wind up on top. Here's some asshole. Really? Dreadmalkin? Oh, uncommon. So I'm missing 2 Dreadmalkins, 2 Lazotep platings. All the I didn't get any Dreadhorde invasions. Wow. I got 1 Elder Spell. Only got 1 of these, but that's okay. Enter to God Returnals. I didn't get any of these. Wow. NC Endgame. I got 1 of those at least. This card is a bomb. It just does everything at the same time. Okay. That's interesting. In the future, I might actually finish these decks. Yeah, living anyway. I tried to. It didn't work earlier. Maybe it works now. There it goes. It didn't work earlier. Really. I tried it. But I had during my stream there was an update and now it works, I guess. 3 packs. Claim them suckers. Let's open them. Here's Watley. So that's another drop in my vault. Gateway Plaza just got fucked though. you go. What? Why did they call this one Gateway Plaza? It doesn't look anything like the. Oh.
Let's tear this place apart.
Oh, 2 of them in the same pack. Hi, Vivian. Vivian, maker of creatures. Leyline Prowler, pretty nice. Death Touch Lifelink is always nice. And that's a 2/3 for 2 Death Touch Lifelink Mana Maker. Here's Narset and the biggie. Ah, rare wild card, nice. Hello. And the last pack. And Jaya and Kasmina. That's a nice combo. Fire and ice. The Song of Ice and Fire. No. And Biggie, Blast Zone. Blast Zone fun. Blast Zone make boom boom. Okay, that's those 3 packs. Where's that? Those of you who have Twitch Prime accounts, go look in your Twitch Prime account because there's a Boros Battalion code in there so you can get this lovely bunch of cards, including Tajik and Legion War Boss and Aurelia. I mean, it comes with a Mythic Rare in there. Mythic Rare. Also, True Fire Captain. Everybody wants, right? True Fire Captain. Say you have 4 True Fire Captains and you use that lovely light spell that does everything, does its own damage to itself. Ouch. Imagine if you had 4 of those out. How many do I have? I've got 3. I own 4 of those, so. No, you don't. Damn playlist trying to play Christmas music. And it's a cat. Look over here. No? Just get scratched? Cats. They're incorrigible. I will try to make a deck. Back off. Thank you. I'm going to try to make a deck, and it's... Actually, let me see if I have the right card for Obnixt, because that was a hoot. No? Okay, fine. Flying cat. Hey! Celtic Lullaby, how you doing? Oh yeah, new set is amazing. Thanks for the host, too. So let's see. Going back in to get up next. Where are you? There you are. It's probably not going to be all there. Nope, not all there, but let's see what's missing. Not much missing, right? Okay. Here's Obnixt. Obnixt is a weird deck. Mainly because it uses Overflowing Insight as one of its... Let's see what I got now. 14 mythic rares. 40 rares. I can get one Overflowing Insight, sure. Dovin Hand of Control. He's an uncommon. I can do that. 2 of the Elder Spell. Actually, the Elder Spell didn't come up very often. I only have 2 Howling Golems. Well, that's going to be gotten. But with those 2 spots open, we're putting in Davrio. And then I'm promptly removing him. There's these black cards that deal damage. Okay. It's a lose life thing. There we are, Fell Specters. Put in 2 of those. I might get rid of the Howling Golem for a Spark double. Yeah, I only have 1 Spark double, so perfect. Let's try this version of it. And I'll make the other Dovin because I need the protection. Having 2 Obnixiluses around is pretty useful. Oh. Cancel. What do I have to craft? 2 cards, 1 mythic rare, and 1 uncommon? Not so bad. Craft all. Finish the deck. Alright. Let's put Obnixt out there and see how it does. I'll try and remember what I need to do. If your timer fuse runs down, you'll automatically use one of your 30 seconds extensions if available. D-bit and C. This will be my one game of the night. Nice. Good combination of cards. Okay. Yeah, Godless Shrine first, and then I wait. Second turn is the island, and I'll be waiting to Syncopate something. Oh, they're playing probably Simic Proliferate. Do not be playing a plain old Merfolk deck. Do not. Oh, I need to cancel that. Yeah, you can resolve, then immediately die. Yeah, hit me for 2, I don't care. You put down a 4th land, try to play the Tempest Caller. Oh, God. No, no, no. That kills that. That's 2 of them gone. You're not going to draw one for a while. Hit me for 2 again. Don't care. And then put down Smothering Tithe. If I can get some, either slow them down or speed me up. One or the other. Nice. Now you have 5 mana. What you gonna do with it? Jade Bearer. Let's counter on the Silvergill. Hits me for 3, or are you gonna cast anything else? Give me gold. Yes. Really? One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can cast all of that.
Unfortunately for you, we meet in battle. History one can learn much from death.
Give me more gold.
It is to suffer the dreams of the damned. Try not to think too hard.
You gonna kill Nixilis? Nice.
And learn your true power. Focus on what
Blocks. I
matters.
draw a card and I... Nope, I gotta get rid of Induced Amnesia. He gets rid of your Water Trap Weaver.
Others will
Draw 2 cards, give me 2 gold for 4 mana. And then take 2. Maybe I should have kept Induced Amnesia.
I am your inner demon.
Now I'm putting Sorin in this deck. Because of Nicholas plus Sorin equals every time he draws a card, I gain a life. Yeah, that would work very well. Very well indeed. Tempest Caller, nice. Going straight for Obnixilis. Oh, actually it's going for the kill. Very good. Come on.
Suffer the dreams of the damned.
Make the critter. I
My
draw one.
students are loyal and brilliant.
Guard one. All my card drawing
Try
cards are
not to
missing.
think too hard.
Nice. You drew yours, huh?
We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. This world has room for everyone. Everyone is rich.
The scourge of war. I will even the weak serve a purpose. I am your inner demon. It is just a small headache.
We think too much, feel too little.
I might be able to get him. Put the water knot on the Howling Golem right now. Now I wish I had kept. I have one turn to do this. There's only one card in here that can help me. Or actually, there's two. Especially with that, there's like one card. That's not it. So first I Kismina.
Heed my instruction and prepare for war.
Make a card, I draw a card.
My students are loyal geniuses.
Get your land.
I am not. Your bones will read as omens. Try not to think too hard.
So close.
Knowledge is not without price.
Cast the creature that taps down my creatures. You're not going to kill me with your fishy fingers. That deck has potential. Now I'm realizing Sorin belongs in that deck since it's got black and white. I'll have to work on it probably tomorrow. I don't think I'll be working on it tonight. So. It's time to get ready to go. I'll see about sending you to someone who's also playing Magic the Gathering. Lady Lavinius. Yes, he's awesome. Lady Lavinius. Time to raid her. Time to say hello to a good ally. So, until tomorrow, have a good night. But don't forget to stay evil. Say hi for me.
Please. Hey, Computer King! Good timing. Alright, Mau is the only one left. Do it.